What's happening YouTube? It is Trev. Okay, exciting day today. Eventful in the Meme Alliance world, right? In the Elmo ERC ecosystem. A few different things happened. Some announcements. Really, really cool. Okay, so there was an AMA on Twitter. You can go to the Meme Alliance site, I'm sure, and find it. I thought that it was really, really good, and it was a combination between a project called Moonshot, ticker symbol hashtag MOON, Moon. And they got a pretty interesting project, right? You can go and check that out. And with Meme Alliance. So our friend Elmoshi, also known as Master Elmo, also known as a couple other things, was there. And really, I mean, honestly, I thought that this was his best AMA. The host asked some really good questions, and Master had some really, really good answers. Very educational. Really drove home the point about Meme Alliance, what it's trying to do, what it is doing. It was just really good. If you didn't get the chance, go and check it out. I'll try to link it, maybe even if I can, in this video. Before we get into a whole lot of stuff, right? I want to get this. Hit the like button, right? Hit the subscribe button if you want to subscribe. But at the end of it, if you have any questions, comments, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section, and check out the little detail section down bottom, because there's always some links and some different things in there that are pretty interesting. All right, anyway. So the AMA was really good. Some questions were asked that I thought some really good answers were given to. And yes, again, check that out. So another thing that was announced is that, so you know that because I put out a video not long ago, Terry put out a video, a few different people have been talking about it. You know that the beta, the version 1 of the beta, has been released minimally to a few of us. Some of us in the community have been testing it, have been playing the game. I tried to play the game. I even went and got my controller. I've got an Xbox controller. I went and got it for the PC when Exodus Our Universe, when that little demo was out, because it made it easier for me. But they had mapping in it that allowed me to use the controller, and I was able to kind of maneuver around the Exodus Our Universe with the controller. I don't seem to be able to do that with Meme Alliance yet. There is, from what I understand, some software that I am going to look into, some YouTube videos that maybe tell me how I can do it. So I'm going to check that out because I want to be able to play it a little better. I'm just horrible with the keyboard thing. But anyway, some of us have been playing it, but the announcement that was made is that tomorrow or the next day, the beta will be released for the public, for everybody to play. You do have to hold, I think they said 10,000 MMA, which isn't really a lot. I'm not even sure what that equates to US dollar wise, but it's not a lot. So if you want to get in, you want to play the game, and I'm sure that you'll have access to all the betas, just holding this certain amount of MMA. And I say all the betas. Different phases are going to happen, okay? Right now, we have a very basic phase where we're playing against bots. It's not online, it's offline. But, I guess the next iteration will be, bringing us actually online, where we'll be able to play against each other. And there'll be, it'll progress that way. And as we come up with different suggestions and issues and glitches and whatever we find, they get implemented and they get fixed as we move along. And I think I heard somewhere Q1 or Q2 of this year, 2024. Happy New Year, by the way. We should have a full game ready to go. Now, if you've been paying attention at all, that there are 3 characters that have been released in the game, that are already in the game in the beta. And that's the Shiba Inu character, the Elmo character, and the Pepe character. Well, Another announcement today was that the Dork Lord character is now an official member of the Meme Alliance game. Now, the character's been being worked on for a little while. I was aware of that. Matter of fact, a while ago, very early December, I just in passing mentioned to Master that I really like that character, actually. And they may have already been talking about including them. I'm not sure exactly what the timeline is and when it all went down, but Gandalf Crypto, if you're familiar with him, he is, I guess, very familiar or inside the Dork Lord community. And he facilitated in some way kind of a meeting between Master Elmo and the Elmo team, the Meme Alliance team, and whoever it is that basically is over in Dork Lord kind of doing the talking. Now, we're going to get into Dork Lord a little bit because I know that a lot of you might not know what it is. A lot of you probably do know what it is because it's got a pretty good community going. But we'll talk about that a little bit. And so they kind of chit-chatted with each other, and they've been working it out. Finally, it was announced today. Yes, partnership. I'm not sure if partnership is the right word, but that's what they're using. And it's going to go down. It's happening. So the character, and I can show you the character. Give me a second. Let me pull this up. Okay. So, how am I going to do this? Let me do this like this. This is the character so far, the Dork Lord character. Now, this may or may not look like, if you're familiar with Dork Lord, may or may not look like the character that you're familiar with, because the character in Dork Lord, and we'll look at that too, basically is supposed to be the father of Pepe. It's like almost like the Darth Vader kind of thing, like Luke, I am your father. Well, it's, Pepe, I am your father. So he has, and this doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but whatever, right? He has the cloak, and I'm not a big Star Wars guy. I'm more Star Trek, but I think, what is the guy who actually controls Darth Vader? The one that's cool with the Force. Is he the Emperor? I don't know what he is, right? But he has this cloak. He's got this hood in the big long cloak. So when you see the Dork Lord character, that's normally what it has, okay? Again, it's supposed to be the father, so I would have thought it would have looked more like Darth Vader, but it's Dork Lord. I don't know, whatever. I like it. Whatever it is, I like it. And I've always liked it. I thought it was a really, really cool looking meme. Very memeable, right? So anyway, that's what that looks like so far. It will be getting the cloak. It will be getting a lightsaber, I think. Pretty sure I heard somebody say that. And it'll be straight up in the game. So, all right. So who is Dork Lord? Hashtag DORKL. They've got a pretty good community going. And let me take you to their TG. Here it is. So they have 7,000 members in their TG. It's usually pretty active. It depends on the time of day. And you can see Lou. Lou, from what I understand, and again, I pop in and out of here. I actually own a little bit of Dork Lord, DORKL. I own a little bit of DORKL. I should get more. But I've been popping in and out of this TG for a while now, since probably very early December, maybe a little before that. Just kind of popping in and out, checking out what's going on, seeing what's happening. And from what I understand, Lou, I guess, he's not the creator of Dork Lord, but he's kind of the guy kind of leading the charge right now, kind of leading the community. Understand that Dork Lord is a community-led project. The contract has been renounced. Somebody told me the name of the guy that created it, and I can't really remember it right now, but it's unimportant because, again, the contract has been renounced. I'm not sure how involved that person still is. I think they are somewhat still involved. But there's a bunch of people that are kind of notable that have been involved with Dork Lord. and we'll, over time, we'll chat about all those things, okay? But I just kind of wanted to give you a brief introduction of DORKL right now. So I want to take you over here too. So here is here's the website. DORKL, The Empire is Rising. It tells you how to buy it, what exchanges to buy it on. Buy with a card. So it seems like, do they have like an onboard kind of thing? That's really cool. I wasn't even aware of that. Okay, the ultimate meme coin sensation from the dankest depths of the internet, just like the beloved Pepe meme, DORKL is here to conquer the internet with its unparalleled memeability and charm. DORKL is built for the people and owned by the community. 0% taxes, no bullshit. So there's no buy tax. There's no sell tax at all. It's that simple. 97% of the tokens were sent to the liquidity pool. LP tokens were burnt, and contract is renounced. Okay, these are all very important things. The remaining 3% of the supply is being held in a multi-sig wallet. Not sure who the signers are, but I'm sure we can find that out. Only to be used as tokens for future centralized exchange listings, bridges, and liquidity pools. It's good that it's held in a multi-sig wallet, particularly with a project that doesn't necessarily have a team or a development team or even one necessarily leader, right? It's good to have a multi-sig wallet because anything that needs to happen with that money, a number of people have to decide on it and agree on it before that money can be released for any of these things that they mentioned here. I'm not sure how many signers there are as well, but and scrolling down now, they plan on doing some events and some different things. There is a gentleman that is involved. I'm not sure. Again, I kind of pop in and out, so I'm not real up on everything that happens minute to minute. There's a gentleman by the name of Meech Wells. And Meech has worked in the past with Snoop Dogg to some capacity. I think he produced maybe some of his earlier work. He also comes from kind of R&B royalty. His uncle, his mom, these are people that are very notable in the R&B genre. So he's got some connections. And he's... there was something supposed to happen with Soulja Boy. I think Soulja Boy was kind of jumped into DORKL a little bit, and they were going to do events. So... between Meech and Lou and whoever else, I guess they've been planning these events, trying to do live events, and they'll sell tickets. I think maybe they're in the form of like an NFT or something like that, but they'll sell tickets where people could actually go and see a live show, right? It's another way basically to create income or revenue, I guess, to continue to build the project, which is really good. But this Soulja Boy thing, I'm not sure exactly what happened. And it really depends on who you ask, because there are a few different stories floating around about what happened, what didn't happen. Bottom line is the event did not go down, and they should probably remove this whole thing right off of the website because it just serves to remember, or to remind people of something that didn't necessarily go all that well. But, and I was recently reminded, these things happen. These things happen to meme coins a lot, right? There are issues that come up. Not everything just runs absolutely, totally smoothly. Pepe had this big thing about money from a multi-sig wallet or being removed from this, that, and the other thing. I can name a few different ones that have had issues, it's kind of par for the course when we're talking about cryptocurrency, when we're talking about meme coins. But really what it comes down to is how strong is the community? How fast can you bounce back? What kind of transparency does your project have? Are you being upfront with the community and saying exactly what's going on? And it seems like this community is still pretty strong. So however they got through that and will march on, and that's wonderful. Now, the Meme Alliance team was well aware of everything that was happening, and through whatever conversations and whatever they had, they felt that the situation was resolved, which was good. and have gone ahead and just decided to partner up with DORKL or DORKL. Now, something that came up today in the AMA, a question was asked, and the way that this was actually addressed, I love the way this was addressed because it's the way I was thinking of it too. What you have to understand about Meme Alliance and the criteria or what they're looking for when kind of onboarding other meme coins or meme tokens or meme projects into the alliance, right? It's more about working with the community. It's more about providing for the community than it is working with any leadership or teams or anything like that. Because very many of these coins, there isn't really a team to speak of anyway, like a development team like Meme Alliance has or like Elmo has. That's a rarity, right? You don't really see that. A lot of them are very just, it's all about hype. It's all about the community shilling, the community's excitement. This is what pushes these types of projects, right? So they're really more interested in combining the communities and saying to the communities, hey, listen, let's all get together. There's strength in numbers. Let's get away from this segregation kind of thing. Let's get away from this tribal mentality of it's only this one and it's never that one or whatever. No, everybody come together in an alliance, Meme Alliance, play a game, have fun. Not only that, what can we do for you? Okay? From my point of view, DORKL just got an upgrade today that they didn't even know was coming and they didn't even have to pay for. Because what is going to happen, and we know we've been told over and over through Meme Alliance, is that DORKL now will be able to use their currency, DORKL, in the game, in the ecosystem, right? To make purchases. There'll be situations where there'll be rewards. They'll be able to burn. They can basically they have utility that they did not have before. And it didn't cost them anything because it was basically given to them by joining the alliance. This has already been worked out, right? So it's beautiful for the community. Whoever is in charge right now doesn't even matter, because if all of a sudden they disappear tomorrow, you still have a community. And I'm not specifically talking about DORKL. This is anybody who's involved in Meme Alliance. If whatever leadership team that is in place all of a sudden disappears, it does not matter. The communities very often, when that happens, are left in limbo, right? But Meme Alliance, being part of the alliance, gives you strength. It gives you a little bit of solidity. And this is what DORKL has now by being part of this alliance, as far as I'm concerned. Now, I'm not saying that they had nothing. They got a hell of a community. They've got a lot of hype. It's a really, really cool meme, right? They're trying to do all these other things, these events, these different things. They're pushing and really working to make this a really good project for the community anyway, but they just got another upgrade for absolutely free. And I think it's a beautiful thing. Now, I'm aware of some other meme coins that will be onboarded soon as well. The alliance is building. It's building. It's getting bigger. It's gaining traction. You maybe couldn't tell it from looking at the price action right now. But there are distinct reasons for that, okay? Anyway, let's get a little bit more into DORKL a little bit. I'm going to go to the coin market cap. Currently sitting at 0.00118, and it's been up and down. It's been pretty high in the past. It's had its ups and downs, like I said, right? This is where we're sitting right now. Holders, let me go over here, actually. Oh, as far as the, we'll just, go through the basics, right? Actually, I could probably find what I want to find better over here anyway. But anyway, this is because all this stuff is self-reported. Let me go over here. So I'm going to bring this up for you. Now, we've got 1 billion total supply, max total supply. And we already talked about the breakdown, 97% this, 3% that, blah, 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 right? Holders. This is something that I found actually really good. Okay. There are 4,900 plus holders, which is excellent. But one thing that they implemented in, I guess, the contract when this was made and before it was renounced is that no wallet can have or hold more than 2% of that billion. Was it a billion? Did I count that right? It was a billion, right? 100,000, million, billion. Yeah, 1 billion maximum. Can have more than 2%. And if you look at the wallets and you look at the percentages, obviously this is Uniswap, so that's what we have there. But if you look at the wallets, you don't see anything with more than 1.9999%. This particular wallet was right up to it. Now you'll say to yourself, okay, that doesn't mean that one person can't still own more than 2% of, you just have to have multiple wallets. And that's absolutely true. But it's still really good for the distribution to do it this way. And if you look at it, this is what, again, this is speculation on my part. This is what you would think. You would think, okay, so if I want to own 5% of this project, 10% of this project, let's say 10%, I could have 5 wallets all with 2%, just under 2%, 1.99999 percent in my wallet. Okay? Yeah, absolutely. You could do that. And it seems logical that if you wanted to have more than 2%, you would first have a wallet with 2%, and then you'd have another wallet with whatever the additional is that you're adding, okay? But if you look here, there are only 1, 2, 3 wallets that are even close to having the 2%. So does that mean that there really aren't a lot of people with multiple wallets, that most of these wallets are legit individual wallets and individual holders? That's possible. That's very likely. Now, yeah, can you have several different wallets, one with 1.4 in it, one with 1.3 in it, one with 0.8? Yeah, you can. That's possible. I just don't find it really likely, okay? So it seems like this is a legitimate amount of holders, right? And it's a really, really good idea. So I appreciate that about them. It seems that this one is really, really well thought out. And it is, like I said, it's all about basically the hype. When I don't know if did I just bring the volume down or something? I was trying to play the theme song for you. Not sure if it's there. But if you scroll through here, you can see the theme song. Now, the theme song for DORKL, I have, in the past, done a live Twitter feed, marathon Twitter feed for Meme Alliance. And then I also did one where I was just DJing, right? I just put on music and just let the music roll. And in the background, there was some advertisement for Meme Alliance. I have in the past, when I've done some of these DJ sets, I've actually included this DORKL theme in my set. It mixes in very well. I don't seem to be able to play it for you right now, unfortunately. But if you've listened to those sets, you've heard it. And it was created and done by Calvin Love, which you may not have heard of. But Calvin Love is, from what I understand, the son of Snoop Dogg. One of the sons of Snoop Dogg. I don't know how many kids Snoop Dogg has, but Snoop Dogg's his dad. So Meech Wells, you can see here, DORKL Anthem featuring Calvin Love. He's the one who actually does the rap in it, right? Snoop Dogg's son. Produced by Meech Wells. They both put together this song, and that was really, really cool. So I have included that in my set in the past, and it's a great job. I mean, these guys are doing everything that they can do to keep this thing alive, to gain attention, to keep building it. A groundbreaking collaboration featuring none other than Calvin Love, son of legendary rapper Snoop Dogg, and the renowned producer Meech Wells. Dynamic duo has come together to craft a unique and powerful anthem, celebrates our cutting-edge crypto token. Yeah, it's really, really cool. Anyway, just an introduction. Okay, there'll be more details as more details come up. I went looking for it, I'll be honest with you. There wasn't a lot of alpha to be had on DORKL, on what exactly is happening in the future, although I'm assured that they are working on some things, just maybe not familiar enough with me yet to know that they can actually tell me that stuff, and I'm not going to say anything. But I don't have a lot of information about what actually is being built or what actually is coming down the pike. I don't know if anything's coming down the pike. It might just be one of those meme coins that are just all about hype, all about community, and very often we've seen that's enough. But even if that's enough, they have even more now because, again, part of the alliance. And I really, really love that. So go to their page. You can go to their page. It's DORKL Token, right, on X. And they've got their link tree here. If you pull up the link tree, it'll bring you to the website, Dex Tools, Uniswap, all the different socials and different ways that you can get a hold of them. Jump in their Telegram, whatever it is that you want to do, and get to know these guys. I want to officially welcome everyone in the DORKL community to the Alliance, to the Meme Alliance. You're part of the family now. And so that means that I'm here for you. And I want to talk about your project because it's part of something that I love, and that's Elmo ERC ecosystem and Meme Alliance. So thank you very much, everybody, for listening. Again, don't forget that like button on the way out, and I'll get you some more information as it kind of comes up. But in the meantime, yeah, congratulations to everybody for making this happen. Really, really cool thing. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Ciao.